Human Adaptability and Inertia. Xiefeng. July 16, 2025. The following reflections are based solely on my personal experience and insights. Whether they hold any universal truth is for each person to judge according to their own understanding. Once you've seen the vast ocean, no other waters will suffice. Once you've glimpsed the clouds of Mount Wu, no others can compare. After living in the second home of Lifechanyuan, I lost all interest in any other form of life. The inertia that followed was this: I no longer wished to create anything more beautiful than the second home. My pursuit of a better life became completely enclosed within that experience. If I could live there for the rest of my days, that alone would be blessing enough. My life would be full. I lived in Harare for over 10 years, and to this day, I still believe it offers the most ideal climate on earth. I never once felt hot or cold, only sunshine, birdsong, and blooming flowers all year round. It felt as if the climate belonged to the 1,000-year world. 17 years have passed, but my heart still longs for Harare. I would return in a heartbeat. After more than a year living at the lakeside retreat of Anaheim Lake, I found myself suddenly sensitive to heat. Yesterday, the temperature reached 25 degrees Celsius, only the second time this summer it's done so. Thankfully, the forecast shows cooler days ahead, hovering around 20 degrees Celsius. If it were 25 degrees Celsius every day, I think I'd struggle to endure it. Human beings are astonishingly adaptable. I remember living on a small island in Vanuatu, where the heat was oppressive. I spent nearly every day in the streams or rivers. Eventually, I developed an attachment to those waters. When I later scouted a location for the second home in Vanuatu, I looked only along riverbanks. I wanted my brothers and sisters to enjoy that same refuge in the water. We finally gave up a potential site where the river was less than 2 meters below the land, fearing that heavy rains might cause it to flood the base. I was born in a village at the confluence of the Yellow River and the Daxia River. As a child, I longed for life in the city. Later, I lived in Beijing, Lanzhou, and Kunming, and quickly adapted to urban conveniences. I even came to view the countryside as backward and remote. But after more than a decade living in the second home, especially in this retreat-like place, watching birds fly across the sky, and fish, ducks, and swans swimming in the lake, I now feel that life in the city is a kind of loss. So noisy. So rushed. You can't even see a bird in the sky or a fish in the water. What is the point of such a life? To live in harmony with mountains, rivers, and nature, that is the true rhythm and joy of life. Once a person has tasted complete freedom, to live in constraint feels like imprisonment. But if one stays too long in an unfree environment, freedom itself can begin to feel unfamiliar, even uncomfortable. When no one is there to oppress, insult, or bully them, some feel strangely ill at ease. And so we witness a peculiar phenomenon: people whose lives lack security and dignity still sing songs like "My Great and Powerful Country" and "We Are Far Ahead," celebrating in the mud, feeling blessed behind bars.